How's it going on today, YouTube? It's Coach Joe here for the Atlanta Talonflames. I'm here to bring you guys our next Team Builder episode. Before we do that, first, I do want to once again give a shout out to SV Tornado, who was a very great opponent last week. We did manage to pick up our first win in the UPA last year. Hold on a second, buddy. I want to give the people a nice little fun gift on this Team Builder. As you guys can see, I have brought back out my Master Ball because, why not? My dog Juno, he is my Siberian Husky. He is very, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of a word at the top of my head. I'm really drawing a blank here. But you guys might notice that I've got a purple leash on right now. And I'd like for you guys to meet the newest edition of the Talonflames family. This is Marco. We just adopted him today on December 13th when this video is being recorded. We adopted him from the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. He is a 4-month-old German Shepherd. And in all fairness, I've been looking for something for my, for a gift from my mother for Christmas. I mean, I'll give her the standard stuff and all this stuff, whatever a 24-year-old kid is expected to give his mother. But I was looking for something to really thank her and my dad for putting up with me for college, for my bachelor's degree, for my master's degree. And I know she's been wanting a German Shepherd ever since she lost hers before I was even born. I think she still has the ash box or the urn. I think she still has it somewhere. Not 100% sure on that. But yeah, we were able to get him today for her. And I think this is a very good Christmas gift for my mother. So Marco is officially a member of the Talonflames family. He's going to wave goodbye to the people because he's a good boy. And we're still getting him used to things. So let me put him out of the room real quick. There you go, Michael. There you go, buddy. Yes, there you go. And Jill, we'll go out in a minute. I'm just finishing the video real quick, buddy. All right, and now that the formal introductions are out of the way, let's get into the recap of last week. Look at our opponent this week, and go from the team builder side of things, because I'll be honest, I've been racking my brain on this as to what I want to do this week with our opponent. But let's go into the recap. I'll pull it up real quick on OBS here. This is, actually, you guys see the team builder and all that. Well, not the team builder, the upcoming opponent right here. I'll put my webcam up here so you guys see it real quick. But if we go to my page, on the draft league page, you'll see we battled the Sakura Sylveons and Coach SV Tornado. We had a very close matchup last week. You guys can check it out on the channel on mine. You can check it out on SV's channel. You can follow him on Twitter. Follow UPA on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. You can follow us everywhere. All the coaches' links will be in the description below for their channels. But it was a very close matchup. I'm very grateful to get our first win in the UPA. Get that out of the way. We had a little bit of a rough stretch early in the season, but now we're trying to make a turnaround. And especially if we look at the overall rankings of the year, fun thing. After this week, we battled the two best teams back to back. How great is that? Scheduling gods did us a lot of favors, much like the scheduling gods did the Falcons a favor, because if you guys haven't figured it out yet, I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan, and again, I said I'm recording on December 13th, so the Falcons managed to out-Falcon the Los Angeles Chargers, who were the Atlanta Falcons of the AFC in a sense, and we all can agree on that because they always find creative ways to lose. But that's out of the past. We're moving on. We're getting ready for this game, and we're going to do that. So let's take a look at this team real quick. As you can tell, he is definitely faster than me, in a sense. He's got Weavile with 125 speed. He's got Zapdos with 100, Entei with 100, Flygon with 100. Right there, that's 4 Mons that naturally outspeed everything on my team. He's got Slurpuff, which can set up sticky webs if he decides to go that route, but I don't think he's ever done that before. I'm not 100% sure on that. Vaporeon, very good stall mon. It can get Toxic, it can get Wish, it can get Scald, it can get Shadow Ball, it can get Protect. He got a lot of coverage moves, and it's very bulky. Rotom, he's got regular Rotom. We have to be clear on that. He does not have any of the forms. He has the generic electric ghost type Rotom. So, excuse me. So he's got some speed there, but he doesn't really have. Well, I mean, I don't really think those mons get all that great of coverage. I think they only get their special move, and then they go about that. Blossom, honestly, I don't see that thing coming at all against me. Pinsir, also don't see that coming against me at all because super effective Celesteela. Sylvalla could make it super effective. Galarian Moltres, super effective. Tyrantrum, super effective. Charizard, super effective. Electivire can be super effective. Butterfree, super effective. Basically, you guys get the point. And Garbodor G-Max. Now, I don't think he would bring G-Max Garbodor, truthfully. I mean, truthfully, my thing is, I expect Weavile, I expect Galarian Zapdos, I expect Entei, I expect Metagross, I expect Flygon, I expect Vaporeon. With a first alternate of Slurpuff. And then maybe Rotom. Because Entei, he can literally run it with Sacred Fire, the 50% chance for burn rates. And you can see that I'm predominantly physical attacking, but I have a mixture of physical or special if I wanted to. Meanwhile, he is predominantly physical, mixed, but can primarily be physical. Usually physical because it gets Belly Drum. Stallmon, special, weird, physical, and G-Max. But I'll be honest with you guys, I've been racking my brain over the last, 3 or 4 days because I honestly don't know what I'm going to find from him, what I'm going to expect from him. Because, as you can tell, we do have a battle of the Galarian forms of the birds, assuming that he brings his bird and I bring mine. But it's still faster than me. And from what I've seen in the past, he nicknames it Meat after the Roadrunner, which is arguably one of the greatest nicknames that we can all agree about. And meanwhile, I'm not really a good nickname person. I don't really believe in the nicknames. I get the belief that, the nickname gets you closer to the mon, but my thing is, I just hope about giving, my opponent a good battle. That's all I care about. And that's basically what my MO has been throughout this whole franchise, throughout this whole draft league process in the last almost 5 months, give or take. And especially the fact that, I made it up to 58 subscribers at the time of this recording. I'm hoping to get to the 100. So, yes, at the 7-minute and 55 mark, I'm doing another shameless plug. Subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. Get your friends to subscribe. And again, I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan. I don't care if all they do is comment, Atlanta sucks. I don't care about that. As long as, I get to my goal of 100 by the end of the year, that's all I'm hoping for. So, if I fall short, I fall short. That means I just got to work better, work harder to get to that triple-digit threshold. But that's enough storytelling. That's enough of all that stuff. I mean, you guys aren't here to see me babble on like, any standard person on YouTube or something, even though that's not really who I am. Like, I get that some people, they do it because it's part of their gimmick. And don't get me wrong, some of them are good. Some of them are not so good. But at the end of the day, they're making content for us, and especially in these times, and I'm grateful that I can even do that myself. But let's get into the team builder, guys, because, basically I'm bringing a lot of mons I've already brought with, maybe a couple changes here and there in the moveset, because it's just so hard. I don't really know what to do with this, but let's get into that. So, I'm bringing back the Porygon 2 Recover, Tri-Attack, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Eviolite, Analytics, so I can, get the power boost on Entei, because the fun thing is this thing can eat a Sacred Fire. Even with the burn, all I gotta do is recover, and if I think Sacred Fire, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look that up real quick. I believe that move only has 8. Yeah. Max of 8 with, it's 95% accurate. I thought it was 100%. And it's only 100 base power. Okay. Getting some knowledge there. There's Celesteela. We don't need to worry about her this week. Although she was considered. She was definitely considered. I will say that. Tri-Attack, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. Get some defense investment in there. Eviolite naturally. I mean, the only thing that scares me is if he brings the Weavile and it knocks it off. But I don't really... I mean, he probably will do the knockoff strat, but given that I've got a couple of mons that are, physical attackers and also weak to ice type moves, I'm not 100% sure that he would want me to do that. Or that he would want to, be on a mono dark type move. He'd want to be on an ice type move. Next up, King Neptune, the Lapras, Water Absorb, Freeze Dry, Hydro Pump, Ice Shard, Thunderbolt. I'm actually going to change the defenses because it doesn't really have that many physical or special mons, and I'm going to, again, I'm mainly special on it, but I'm going to give a little bit of extra physical bulk to him, just for why not. The Freeze Dry is going to come out. It's going to, set up the Light Clay, well, not the light, the dual screens Aurora Veil and all that stuff. So it'll be there. Hydro Pump is there, just for rain, Ice Shard, Thunderbolt, all that stuff. Could easily, change it to Drill Run for the Entei and the Metagross. I could do Iron Head for the Weavile. He probably would never expect, or even the Slurpuff. I could do that. Galarian Zapdos. Thunderous Kick will do damage if I'm not mistaken. It'll probably do if I'm max, it'll do maybe 50% even through the light screen, and then I get the weakness policy activated. So he's got to be careful on that. Elaine's making a return now because he does have Entei and Slurpuff and Vaporeon and Rotom. Those are 4 Pokemon. Well, actually, all of his Pokemon, I think, could learn, Toxic, with a few, Entei and Rotom can learn Will-O-Wisp, I think is what it said. I don't really see it here in the... I don't really see it on this on the page or whatever, but they can learn, Will-O-Wisp and Toxin also, so... Lumberry is there. I get the Disguise. I can set up a Swords Dance and, go from there. Phantom Force, it might be there. It might be Shadow Sneak. I haven't fully decided yet if I want priority or not at the end of it. Rusty, what are you doing, buddy? He's panting. All right, so I'm going to have to take him out, too, when I'm done with this. Tyrantrum's coming back. Head Smash, Outrage, Iron Head, Earthquake. Head Smash deals with Entei. It can almost knock out the Slurpuff. It can probably knock out the Vaporeon. It could most likely knock out the Rotom. Surprisingly, it does about 80% damage to his Galarian Zapdos. So, I might, sacrifice, but, the more damage, the merrier. And then, like I said, Outrage is there. Iron Head's there for coverage. Earthquake's there for coverage. Bringing back Electivire, Taunt, EQ, Thunder Punch. Might be Toxic. It might be Seismic Toss. Might be, Cross Chop or something like that. I haven't really... it might even be Ice Punch, if anything, if, I really think... Because from what I've seen in his team builders, he tends to... Or at least he's done it once before, and I don't know if he's going to do it again. He used Sub-Dragon Dance Flygon, which was very, very intriguing. So, have to be wary about that. And then finally, bringing back Inferaku, the Galarian Moltres with choice specs. Fiery Wrath, Hurricane, Ancient Power, Hyper Voice. Little investment in HP, max in special attack. Special defense is, still there. I could easily do that and put it as the physical defense, if anything, because he's a physical attacker. And then, yeah, that's going to be the team builder, you guys. I'm hoping, to... Again, at the end of the day, I just hope to give him a good matchup. That's all I care about. You guys will see it on the channel when it goes live. I'm probably going to put the team builder for somewhere between 9 and 10, I'm going to assume. So I'm going to, do that, and then probably have the battle go up, a few hours later on that. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, I'm always down to do it. And then again, I know I did it already once before. I'm doing it at the end. Shameless plug. Get to 100 subscribers by end of the year. I got 18 more days to try at it. So I'm just going to keep trying at it, guys. But That's going to be it into the team builder. I'll see you guys at the battle.